Auburn Blitz is now on the air, your daily look into what's happening in Auburn athletics. With your host, Andy Graham, Brett Pritchard, Randy Lee, War Eagle.
Hello again, everyone, and good Wednesday afternoon. Welcome into the latest edition of the Auburn Blitz. I am Andy Graham alongside Brett Pritchard, and we'll be with you for the next hour taking your comments, talking about everything going on in the world of Auburn athletics. It is Wednesday. We did a little something we like to call quoting Gus Malzahn on Wednesdays. He had his, of course, weekly press conference yesterday. A huge game, huge matchup, maybe the biggest matchup. Probably is the biggest matchup of the weekend in college football. The number 9 Auburn Tigers traveling to Baton Rouge to take on LSU, the number 2 team in the country, undefeated, best offense in college football right now, scoring 50 points a game. Just seem unstoppable, really. Will Auburn be able to do something that? It'll certainly be the best defense that LSU has played this year, but we'll be talking about that game a lot in the next few days.
You said y'all did quoting Gus yesterday?
No.
You're going to get it today, right?
Yeah.
Well, Coach Orgeron had his press conference too. I didn't know if y'all wanted to.
That's a direct quote.
That's directly from him about the game coming up Saturday.
So you take that for what you will. If that's a shot across the bow, we don't really know yet. But
I mean that one's you got to decipher a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot to that one. He said a lot in just a little bit.
Oh, that's true. May need some interpretation. We'll try to figure out what that was, though. Again, we appreciate all of you out there joining us today, as we always do, however you're choosing to find us. Whether that be radio, TV, or Facebook, we appreciate you and would love to interact with you in some way. We are brought to you, as always, by Russell Do-It Center, with 10 locations around Central Alabama for all your building supply needs, home decor, tools, whatever it might be. You go and check out Russell Do-It Center. You'll be glad that you did. Also, Mortgage Pro, the Eric McKinley team. Eric's been in business for over 20 years. They know that business backwards and forwards. They're always looking out for the best interests of their clients. Now is a great time to look to refinance your mortgage. Interest rates happen to be very, very low. Maybe it's a reverse mortgage you're looking into. Whatever it might be, they can help you out. All points in between. That's Mortgage Pro, the Eric McKinley team. 256-397-0248. That's 256-397-0248. Give them a call today. We'll get to some Auburn talk. Your first day on the show.
Yeah.
This week, hadn't really had a chance to talk about Auburn, Arkansas, or the upcoming game, but let's open with the World Series last night. If that's a prelude to how this is going to go, it's going to be a very, very entertaining series.
Yeah, I thought that you would have had a definite win with Houston with Garrett Cole on the mound. It just shows you, man, when you get to the World Series, it doesn't matter how good you've been since May. And Garrett Cole's been as good or better than anybody in the whole league since May, but they got to him early, and sometimes that kind of shakes people up, especially when you've had as much success as Garrett Cole has had. And this Washington national team, just for the last month, has just been hitting the baseball. I mean, they just hit and they hit and they force pitchers into bad situations. And Soto is phenomenal. He had a phenomenal game last night, and I feel like this Washington Nationals team is for real, and they're playing their best baseball at the right time. Not to say that Houston, they're going to challenge, obviously, and I wouldn't be shocked if they still came back and won the thing. But Nationals showed last night that they're definitely not going to get swept out now. But they're there for the long haul, and I think this is going to be. It's going to be an interesting one. It's going to be a good series, I think.
It was an enormous game one. Like you say, I mean, you got your ace on the mound with Garrett Cole. I think he'd won, 18 or 19 starts in a row, just something unbelievable. And, I mean, obviously the Nationals throw Max Scherzer. He's their ace. So, you get a couple of runs early on Scherzer and you think, This is going to be a runaway, but he's a grinder, and he stayed in it. And the Nationals, just continue to pound away 5 runs. Who would have ever thought? 5 runs off Garrett Cole in that game. So
can't lose that game after you get 5 runs.
This completely turns the series upside down for me.
No, it does.
I mean, for the Nationals to go in there and win game 1, now it's on now.
Well, it is on. I mean, they definitely feel a lot better about their chances. I mean, I don't think anybody gave the Nationals a chance at all to win last night. They were expecting to be down 0-1, but now you come in there and you get that win, and it's like Patrick said, how sick is Bryce Harper right now? Yeah. They get rid of Bryce Harper and they go to the World Series. They couldn't get there with him. Is he a guy that's – I mean, did they do better when they got rid of him, obviously? And in the clubhouse, look at the Phillies. They thought, oh, man, the Phillies – and I know they suffered a lot of injuries this year, but he didn't really –
He didn't put him over the top.
No, he didn't. And he ain't been playing all that well either. So, I mean, he's been maybe a little above average, but not what he gets paid. I can tell you that.
No.
So not
Washington at Houston tonight, 7 o'clock on Fox. It's another great pitching matchup. Steven Strasburg versus Justin Verlander. So this series is going to be full of great pitching matchups, and this one just the next one on the docket. So can the Astros bounce back and defend their home field, or will the Nationals storm into Houston and take a 2-game lead? That would be
if they go up 2-0. But now look, let me tell you, I remember a certain team that went up 2-0
on the road.
On the road,
yeah,
and didn't work out too well for them.
It did not. Got some comments coming through. We'll get to as many of these as we can throughout the show today.
Patrick said he'd feel better if Coach Tuberville was the coach going in Saturday instead of Malzahn. He said this is a game for Nick Coe to have a breakout game.
Nick Coe did not play it down at Arkansas. We heard that it was a coach's decision. I don't know if I feel better or worse now that Marlon Davis said Nick Coe's about to turn it on.
Yeah.
He's fixing to turn it on.
Well, we don't know what goes on in a person's life. We don't know what they're battling. We don't know what they're dealing with. All we know is that we were expecting Nick Coe to have a really good year this year, and he has not to this point. And we've talked about it on this show, and other people have talked about it on their shows, that where's Nick Coe? Why is he not performing like he did last year? Why is he not being the player we expected him to be? And this defensive line's been great without him. If he gets back to a semblance of the form he was last year, man, you got to feel really good about a rotation and getting him back in the mix. But I'm hoping whatever he's been battling, why ever he hadn't been playing as well as he should be playing, maybe that's in the past now. Maybe they've had a discussion. Maybe he needed to sit and then think about where he was with things, and that'll be a positive for Auburn moving forward. So
definitely, you add him into that Derek Brown and Marlon Davidson and make that a trio of guys that can really get after the quarterback. Then it becomes a
Marlon Davidson the last few weeks has been. And I know Derek Brown gets all the hype, and Derek Brown deserves it because he is playing out of his mind too. But this Marlon Davidson's really stepped up his game.
Most improved player on Auburn's team, no question in my mind.
He just can't be blocked right now. And I tell you, that's the thing that if I'm LSU, I'm a little nervous about. We haven't played a defensive line like that. If you're Joe Burrow and you're looking across the way, and Auburn's secondary is definitely susceptible to big plays, but if LSU's offensive line can't hold those guys out and Burrow's running for his life and they're disrupting the flow of the timing of the passing patterns, it could be interesting. Auburn could hold them to their season low points. I mean, and that's what it's going to take.
They're going to need to.
They're going to need to. They're going to have to play really good defense. Scott Young said, did y'all read what Derek Brown told Bo Nix after the Florida game? That would have to give Bo some confidence. Unfortunately, I don't think I saw it.
I did not.
So kind of allude to that or kind of elaborate on that, Scott, if you can. Randy says, I think this is the game. The offense has a great day, and it's against a good team. I'm hoping he's right. Patrick added, he met Derek Brown last year. He's an amazing person. I've met him several times. He was at the Super 7 last year. He's just a really, really down-to-earth guy. There's a neat article out on him right now about how his life changed with the birth of his son and, kind of his perspective on things. So just a really, really good person that anybody would want on your team. The bonus part is he's an outstanding football player. to go along with it.
Yeah. Well, we'll see if we can come up with some Coach O maybe as we move forward throughout the week.
Yeah, well, you see if you can come up with a little bit. We just had one quote.
That's
If
true.
he missed it. So.
Well, that may be a good idea for tomorrow. We'll look at some of the things Coach O said in his press conference, and perhaps I could quote some of those.
In his voice.
In his voice. Gus talking about this LSU team. You know, very well-rounded. You know, offense, defense, special team. Yeah, really. Last year we had an extremely tough loss the way it ended. Looking forward to going there and playing against a very good team. Is LSU, do you think when it's all said and done, they might be the best team in the country?
They could be. I wonder if it's in the back of their mind at all, and it probably isn't, that they had been getting their doors blown off until they made late surges, especially 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And I know Joe Burrow went down there 2 years ago, but this past year he brought LSU into Auburn, and you know, they were getting beat, and it was kind of a boring game because they couldn't move the ball.
21-10.
That's what I'm saying. And Auburn just kind of looked in control, and it was kind of disinteresting. And people in our section were kind of talking to each other and looking around, just waiting for the clock to run out. And then all of a sudden, we know what happened. And so it just didn't work out real well for Auburn at the end. And you could complain about the 2 pass interferences or whatever it is that you want to call or talk about. But, you know, at the end of the day, Auburn had a chance to put the game away, and they didn't do it. They had a chance to put the game away in Baton Rouge when they were up 20 points and didn't do it. You got to put teams away. You have a chance. The Gus has a problem against LSU putting them away.
It'd help if we don't get about 4 or 5 pass interference penalties.
True.
We're up against the break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more right after this.
Auburn Blitz is now on the
Score big with these deals at Bice Motors in Alex City. Up to 27% off on select 2019 Ram trucks. During Jeep Adventure Days, lease a new 2019 Jeep Compass Latitude for $209 a month. Save over $8,000 on a new 2019 Jeep Grand Cherokee Altitude.
We guarantee the lowest price, or we'll pay you the difference in price twice.
Make your scoring drive to Bice Motors in Alex City.
Lake Martin Building Supply, located on Dayville Road in Alexander City, owners Tiffany and Michael Huff believe in constantly improving their inventory for you. From deer corn, feeders, to Valspar paint, to top quality lumber and RV section, Lake Martin Building Supply welcomes each customer that comes through the door with a warm hello and a pleasant goodbye, and a come back to see us real soon. That's Lake Martin Building Supply, Dayville Road. Call today, 256-234-5500.
Heritage South Credit Union in Alexander City is your community credit union, and they have been for over 80 years. Heritage South Credit Union proudly serves Tallapoosa, Coosa, Lee, Chambers, Randolph, and Chilton counties. From checking to business accounts, to share savings to club accounts, to their kids club and investments. Visit them online at myhscu.com. Heritage South Credit Union, your community credit union for 80 years. Federally insured by NCUA.
A&M Plumbing, A&M Plumbing, service at its best when you need it most.
From the smallest drippy faucet to drain cleaning to water heater replacement to gas lines to total systems replacement, A&M Plumbing handles it all. Visit amplumbing.net today for the experienced, licensed, and insured pros at A&M Plumbing.
A&M Plumbing, A&M Plumbing, service at its best when you need it most.
Finding a job might be tough, but starting your new career has never been easier. Wellborn Cabinet in Ashland has a wide array of career opportunities with benefits. General labor production, skilled cabinet builders, product assembly line, shipping, over-the-road truck drivers, clerical, marketing, security, daycare, office clerks, and so much more. Apply in person, 38669 Highway 77 South in Ashland, or online at wellborn.com. Building cabinets, building careers, and building our community.
Hidley Towers is an affordable senior citizen community located in Alexander City on Highway 22 East, where spacious one-bedrooms are available now. Great location, peaceful setting, comfortable living, where pets are allowed and utilities are included. Call today to find out more about Alexander City's best-kept secret, 256-329-0552, for your family at Little Bit Towers. That's 256-329-0552.
Alex City Marines, located on Cherokee Road in Alexander City, and the Yerkes invite you by to see what they have available today. The 2020 Manitous and Landaus are in, and boy, are they gorgeous. Also, some great deals on demos. Take advantage of that while they last. Alex City Marine also is doing shrink wrapping, storage. Get in line now. In fact, call this number, 256-215-FISH. Alex City Marine, Alex City.
The Prestige Selection at Gill's Auto Sales in Opelika has the largest selection of prestige cars, trucks, and SUVs in Central and East Alabama, all with financing available, little to no money down, and extended warranties. Get pre-qualified in under 2 minutes, online or from your mobile device at GillsPrestigeOnline.com. It's the Prestige Selection at Gill's Auto Sales, 1430 Gateway Drive in Opelika.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and Brett here with you for about 45 more minutes in today's show. Looking at Gus Malzahn's press conference from yesterday. Interesting, I thought, right out of the gate, he said the question was, what's been done about handling the noise? He made reference to how loud it's going to be. Bo Nix talked about how loud it's going to be. And the question was, what's been done? So what have you done to try to handle the noise? Not just crowd noise, but just some little wrinkles that we feel like can help us as far as our communication goes and along those lines. He even talked about they worked on it in the off week. They worked on it last week. So he's saying they have worked, at least in part, at some point, for 2 weeks on better communication to deal with the crowd noise.
There you go.
If it is a problem Saturday,
what did you do for 2 weeks?
I would take that to say you don't know what you're doing. If you've worked on it for 2 weeks,
it didn't work.
Then you ought to feel like
I was going to say, don't be surprised if we run out there on first down, the first play of the game, or delay game or timeout, because there's some confusion. You know what I mean? Can't you foresee it coming? I mean, it's just like it's just been set up perfectly right after that quote. So glad you worked 2 weeks on that. Glad that worked out.
Yeah. On not having Boobie Whitlow. There's no doubt not having Boobie obviously is a tough one. But the good thing is the young backs did get some experience last week on the road. We do know it's going to be louder and everything that goes with that. Your favorite line. But they got that experience, and we've got a lot of trust in them. He said the young backs, they've got a lot of trust in them. So
is Cam Martin included in the young backs?
I would say no. He's got to be talking about DJ Williams and Harold Joyner, doesn't he?
Got to be talking about those two.
So if he's got trust in them, then we should see them Saturday.
Why have we not seen more Harold Joyner? Please just tell me. I just want to know. Everybody, I hear stuff about practice and maybe the effort's not there and he fumbles too much. I get so tired of hearing that junk. I mean, if he does, then so be it. I mean, come out and say. You don't have to be secretive about it. Just tell everybody, look, Harold Joyner is struggling with ball control right now, or Harold Joyner not giving max effort. And when he does, he'll get more playing time. That's all we ask.
Yeah.
We ain't asking for a bunch of shady, well, we're working on him and we're trying to get him worked into the fold.
We think he's going to be a great player.
We think he's going to be outstanding. And DJ Williams, he's just not quite ready yet. And so I'm like, what, really? I mean, a lot of times we've seen freshman running backs come in and start game one and never miss a beat. Why was all the preparation? I know he had a hip problem and all this, but, it just seems so repetitive, the stuff that we get dished out.
Yeah.
So
he does say that Boobie's rehab is going well, and everything that goes with that.
I mean, can we just tape that? I need a button to push and everything that goes with that.
This is the greatest question ever. How can this team break the streak at Baton Rouge?
How about let me just jump in first. Well, a 20-point lead, let's try to put the team away next time. Not that we'll ever get a 20-point lead again. Maybe we can Saturday, but who knows? I don't know, Gus. Tell us.
Every team's different. We've got a different team. They've got a different team. And we have an opportunity. 2 years ago, we let one off the hook. Let them off the hook.
He let one off the hook.
They are who we thought they were, but we let them off the hook.
He let them off.
And a lot of our guys experienced that are here. If we get that opportunity, we got to finish. It's a great opportunity. You're playing against one of the best teams in all of college football right now on their home field. But this team's different, and every year's different.
We used a recurring
So
word.
how do you win? How do you break the streak? I didn't get one
Didn't
iota of how to
say,
answer
didn't
that.
say. He just talked about how they blew it last year.
You got to finish. I guess that's
and
cool.
the recurring word was opportunity.
Opportunity.
Well, no kidding. Every single Saturday's an opportunity.
He sounds like Mike Dubose. It's a great opportunity, but it's a great challenge. It's a great challenge, but it's a great opportunity. Why the lulls in the offense in the second quarter? Why do we lull?
We went to sleep
Brett,
in the second
we
quarter.
did.
against Arkansas.
Yes, we did.
I mean, just totally just said, look, we're not going to play in the second quarter. Arkansas, you're so bad you can't even score, and we're not even going to try. So I mean, that's how bad Arkansas is. By the way, I hadn't had a chance to really say, but that Arkansas team is pathetic. That program is pathetic. The one touchdown they scored, he almost fumbled it. He had it knocked out. I'm like, look, man, just let the dude score, man. They need some kind of morale boost. If they can't get in the end zone here, there may be some. The club dub wasn't open in Fayetteville.
No.
It just wasn't open.
No.
I mean, I feel sorry for Chad Morris a little bit. You know he's a good coach. I mean, he just didn't have the players. They look totally outmatched. They're not even anywhere close to the top tier in this conference. I don't know if they're close to being a middle tier team. And they're just, I don't know where he's going to get the players, man. I just don't know what's going to end up being the answer for Arkansas. It may not be one. They may just be who they are.
It's going to be patience.
Well, I don't know if who Rip Van Winkle, that kind of patience.
You got to give Chad Morris 4 years.
Well, I don't think anybody's trying to push him out the door. Chad Morris could be there for 10 years. It don't matter who your coach is over there. It ain't going to matter,
I mean, if he's a good coach, then he'll get better.
What is their ceiling, though, realistically? What can Arkansas in the next 10 years expect to do? 6-6, man? 7-5?
I mean, bowl games got to be the
7-5. That's where their program is eroded to, though.
It is, yeah.
They have no shot ever of winning another Western Division title in mine and your life, I don't think. It would have to be the biggest fluke of flukes. They're not ever – the only reason they got Darren McFadden up there is because he was from Arkansas. And he grew up wanting to play for them. So you get some of that every once in a while. Not to say they can't come across another one of those in the next 10 years. But as far as trying to out-recruit Alabama, Auburn, LSU, and A&M, you can forget it. That's just in their own division.
I mean, they would have to go down into Texas and fight and win.
Who are they beating out down there?
Again, you're going to have to beat out Texas A&M and Texas, and that's –
By that Baylor that's 6-0.
Yeah.
Well, that beating them out. What about Texas Tech? What about the rest of the bunch? They ain't beat none of them.
They can, though, is what I'm saying.
They can, I guess.
But they're just not. Up against the break. We'll be back with more of the Auburn Blitz right after this.
Find everything you need for the perfect outdoor living space at Russell Do-It Center, like the Fire Rock Outdoor Conventional Fireplace, smartly designed masonry systems that are easy to install and are less than half the cost of a scratch-built brick and mortar fireplace. Weber Grills, the best outdoor gas, electric, and charcoal grills, which always come pre-assembled. Yeti Coolers, premium coolers and accessories that are the ultimate in design, performance, and durability. Russell Do-It Center, experience and knowledge from the pros.
So, you may not know it, but you've seen our work everywhere. For a combined 50 years, SignSource has been Central Alabama's premier option for all your sign needs. Custom signs for your business, club, or organization. Wraps and decals for your vehicle or boat. Full-color banners for your big sale, or a photo collage on canvas for grandma. All with fast, friendly, prompt service. Check out our website at signsourcenow.com. 6758. Go straight to the source. Sign Source.
Lex Wedgeworth has been the most trusted pest control for generations, and now with EnviroCare, you can expect the same high standards for all your pest control needs. EnviroCare's exclusive Centricon termite colony elimination system provides the industry standard to protect your home or business. EnviroCare's Centricon system protects your home year-round. Call the professionals at EnviroCare throughout East Central Alabama for a free estimate. Nobody cares like EnviroCare, the next generation of full pest control for your home or business.
WOTM, your TV home for high school sports in Alabama. This Thursday on WOTM, catch the AHSAA High School Football Game of the Week presented by Ox Foundations. This week's matchup will feature the Briarwood Lions versus the Fairfield Tigers. Stay with WOTM through the postseason for live games all 4 weeks of the playoffs. WOTM, the home of the AHSAA Super 7 live from Jordan Hare.
Cater your tailgate and game day parties with Chicken Salad Chick. All the Chick favorites like Buffalo Barkley, Kick and Kaylin, and Sassy Scotty make the perfect dips and sandwich platters. Chicken Salad Chick is always a great choice when planning for a crowd. Our grab-and-go quick chicks make it easy. And now for a limited time, Rockin' Rita is back. Made with Wickles spicy red relish, this flavor has a kick of spice. Chicken Salad Chick and fall football, the perfect matchup.
LMG Advertising Agency offers a comprehensive marketing solution tailored to each of our clients' needs. We are a full-service marketing firm offering website design and development, video production, social media marketing, search engine optimization, and overall branding that includes logo design, brochures, mailouts, and more. Our experienced team of marketing professionals would love to come up with a marketing strategy that will deliver results for you and your business. Learn more at lmgadagency.com or call today to start at 256-825-0197.
At Mortgage Pro, we won't be able to finance a new car or new boat. We can't open you a checking account. Mortgage Pro specializes in mortgage loans. If you're looking to purchase a new home or refinance your current home, the only way to go is Mortgage Pro. We can close in 15 days or less. We can offer the best rates in the mortgage industry. And we can waive appraisal fees on any new loan from September 1st until December 31st. Call Mortgage Pro today.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and Brett here with you for about 30 more minutes in today's show, talking about the lulls in the offense, especially in the second quarter. Jeffrey chimes in and says, it seems obvious to me that Auburn is a rhythm offense, and not converting third and shorts kills the rhythm. Gus has to get that corrected, whether it's slants or screens or whatever. We have to convert when third or less, third and three or less. That's what made our offense elite in 13-17. Could not agree more. I think the third and shorts are one of the biggest problems Auburn is dealing with right now. And it was again at Arkansas. Auburn went for a 4th and 1 and didn't get it. And we were trying to pull a guard on 4th and 1. I mean, that just either you got absolutely no confidence whatsoever in the offensive line, or it's a terrible play design. One of the two.
Yeah. Well, I know of a play this past weekend where they pulled a guard, and if the guy would have followed the guard, they would have walked into the end zone. Guantanamo Bay decides he's going to do it his way and jump over the pile, and I don't even know what that was. There was no jumping. He just jumped up in the air, and the ball popped out. Yeah. I went, and if you go back and watch that play, if he'd have ran where it was designed, Anthony Jennings was the only guy on that side, and that guard cleared him out. He would have walked into the end zone. That's kind of going back to what I said yesterday when I called in with you and Luke on Sports Blitz. Man, it's got to be so frustrating. And the good Lord knew what he was doing by not putting me in a situation to coach. I'm just telling you. I mean, you think a pulled face mask is bad. I would be fired probably. Because, look, man, you work so hard, and you already know the cards are stacked against you, and you go in there and you have it designed perfectly. You're about to score a touchdown to cut it within 8. And Alabama's reeling a little bit because Tua's not in there and things are kind of jumbled up. You've got the best situation probably you could have ever asked for, and you got a guy, a knucklehead that decides he's going to do it his way. You know, and all the time and effort and that you put in all week and you call the right play and it's supposed to be there, and that's so frustrating. And then he's got to go in there. I mean, give a little bit of credit to Jeremy Pruitt and some of these coaches for not just totally throwing kids under the bus, because, man, it would be so easy to do. And it would be so easy for them because they're the ones that have to take all the grief. And I know they get paid a lot of money, but, I mean, they have to sit there and get berated by media and press and fans when their team gets beaten, when they don't perform well. Then that's part of the reason why sometimes they don't perform well.
Yeah.
Got a bunch of guys wanting to do it their way. So that's my little rant.
Well, it was a good one. How important is pass rush with 4 guys in this game? Huge.
Massive.
Got to get in Joe Burrow's face, got to make him uncomfortable in this game. But again, LSU does a wonderful job of getting the ball out of his hands quick. It's going to be a challenge to do that. It's going to be up to the secondary to knock those receivers off the route a little bit, to disrupt the timing a little bit, to make Joe Burrow
We're going to
hold
really
on
have
the
to
ball.
just play physical on that side of the ball.
No question.
Jeffrey said it seems obvious that AU is a rhythm offense, and not converting third and shorts kills the rhythm. There is no doubt about it. No doubt. In Florida, I saw it firsthand. When you can't stay on the field on a 3rd and 1 or 2, and you're 3 and out 5 to 7 times a game, yeah, I mean, you can't get anything going if you don't get that initial first down. It just kind of changes the whole scheme and what you're doing. Gus has to get that corrected, whether it's slants or screens or whatever. We know that Gus doesn't like to throw the ball over the middle. He does not like to use the middle of the field. We have to convert when it's 3 or less. There's no doubt about it. That was what made our offense so good in 13 and 17. I mean, it is. I mean, that's, you got to be able to do those things. And Scott said Gus even admitted that it was stupid to call the same play twice on 4 times. But see, he does this all the time, and he gets in the post-game press conference and goes, well, we probably should have given him the ball more, or we probably should have given him a package or 2, or we probably shouldn't have done that. I mean, he can't do it during the game. He's late to the game. He's stubborn.
It would appear that's the case, yeah. When there is a streak, like not winning in 20 years, do you bring it up to the team? I don't have to bring it up because everybody else brings it up and our guys know it. But at the same time, just from a coach's standpoint, every year is different. It just doesn't matter what happened in the past. You got to have an opportunity. You've got to go seize the opportunity. So that's really as simple as it gets from our approach.
Play a drinking game with as many times as he says opportunity.
That's probably
you wouldn't make it very long.
You think Nick Coe plays in this game and plays well?
I mean, I think from all the indications that, yeah, he's going to be back in the mix. Now, whether he plays well or not, it's yet to be seen. We'll have to wait and see what happens on Saturday.
He needs to have a good game.
He does.
Auburn. That would certainly.
The defense needs to play their best game of the year to this point, bottom line. And Auburn's offense is going to have to take advantage of opportunities, to use Gus's word. They're going to have to make sure they execute and don't settle for field goals when the other team's scoring touchdowns. Ball security is obviously an issue, is a concern at certain times, but Bo Nix is going to have to play well on the road. He finally got it going in the second half against Arkansas, but he looked like he had a carryover from the Florida game in the first half. He was missing passes, missing wide open receivers. He kind of dialed that in and got in a rhythm in the second half. He needs to carry that for 4 quarters at LSU.
Bo Nix is going to be the difference one way or another in this game. I mean, I think he was the difference in Florida. If he has a better game, I think Auburn wins that game.
They do win the game. There were 3 passes in that game.
What much did he learn from that experience?
Well,
that's the question.
Well, let me ask you this, or let me tell you this. I was concerned about that. Week off, go to Arkansas, and he looked like the same Bo Nix that was at Florida in the first half. He just didn't look good. Now, in the second half, it was different.
Yeah.
It looked like he got back to the Mississippi State Bo Nix.
You go back and think about it, this whole season, Auburn's been kind of like that.
They've been up and down.
I mean, we have been a one-half team. You go back to Oregon, I mean, we moved the ball in the first half, but we turned the ball over. But in the second half, we started running the ball more consistently. Tulane, we got 20 yards rushing in the first half. Looked terrible. Second half, we start running the ball. We run it really well. scoring 24 points.
You just can't beat really, really good teams doing that.
Over and over.
You just can't beat really, really elite teams.
Can we play 4 quarters?
Well, that's it. That's the question. And right now, we haven't really seen us do that yet. That's the scary thing. Well, we did against Mississippi State. We really played 4 quarters against them, but really outside of that, it hadn't been that way. But you're going to have to do that if you're going to beat some of these elite teams that you got to play coming down the stretch.
Scott says Gus not liking to throw the ball over the middle can't matter. When we see so many other teams thriving by doing it, sometimes you have to put your own dislikes aside and do what's best for the team. Yeah, I would say so. The offense needs to play their best game so that the defense doesn't play 36 to 40 minutes of the game too. That's certainly true. And well, we'll come back. We'll talk about that a little bit. Scary thing about LSU is you can play keep away and they can still quickly. We're up against another break. Don't go anywhere. More to come right after this.
Hi, I'm Kurt Bowman, General Manager of Baden Toyota. We'd like to announce our new lifetime warranty on any new Toyota.
Hashtag lifetime warranty. Hashtag we love our customers.
It can be used nationwide at no additional cost.
Hashtag customer service.
So come on by and let us show you
the Baden way.
Hashtag maintenance matters.
Hashtag totally awesome.
Baden Toyota of Sylacauga, just a short drive from home or online.
Hashtag your neighborhood dealership.
Cater your tailgate and game day parties with Chicken Salad Chick. All the Chick favorites like Buffalo Barkley, Kickin' Kaylin, and Sassy Scotty make the perfect dips and sandwich platters. Chicken Salad Chick is always a great choice when planning for a crowd. Our grab-and-go quick chicks make it easy. And now for a limited time, Rockin' Rita is back. Made with Wickles spicy red relish, this flavor has a kick of spice. Chicken Salad Chick and fall football, the perfect matchup.
At C&T Electric, our clients are our priority. For the safety and security of your family and home, our technicians are professionally trained, drug tested, background checked, and wear uniforms with name tags. We're proud to have served the Elk City, Dadeville, and Lake Martin areas for the past 10 years. Give us a call at 256-234-0007 for all your electrical service and repair needs. Or visit us on the web at www.cntelectricllc.com and spell out the word "and."
You already know the power and reliability of a Mahindra tractor. Get ready to meet their ATV and UTV lines. Haul more and tow more. Do more. Reaching speeds up to 60 miles an hour. Models have a 12-inch ground clearance and the ability to haul up to 1,200 pounds. There's a Mahindra utility vehicle and a model specifically to get the job done. Test drive today at Lake Martin Tractor and Outdoor. Serving Tallapoosa, Coosa, Clay, and Talladega counties. 256-392-3613.
Expect it or not, the loss of a loved one is difficult. Put your family first by planning ahead. This is Joseph Dean, new owner of Alabama Funeral Homes and Cremation Centers. We are a full-service funeral home with an on-site crematory and cemetery. Whether your need is immediate or you would like to plan in advance, our experienced, compassionate staff can assist you in designing an enduring memorial experience, burial, or cremation. Alabama Funeral Homes and Cremation Centers on Highway 280 in Camp Hill or online, alabamafuneralhomes.com.
Harbor Point Ship Store has everything to make your day on the lake more enjoyable. Come on out to the biggest marina on the water. They have pizza, hot dogs, burgers, and more. Get your gas, groceries, snacks, ice, and everything you need for a fun day on the lake. Are you in the market for a new or pre-owned boat? Harbor Point has the best selection around of everyone's favorite Crest pontoons and Four Winds boats. Harbor Point also has a great selection of pre-owned boats. Come on out and take a look at Harbor Point, Marina Point Road in Dadeville. Get to the point.
Tires are important, and when getting a great price on tires, you want to get it right. So make the short drive to Wright's Tire in Sylacauga. Wright's Tire can get you any make or model of tire, and they make the drive worth it with volume pricing. Whether North Tallapoosa, South Talladega, or Coosa County, make the right choice, the right selection, the right service, and the right price. All at Wright's Tire on Fort William Street in Sylacauga. Call for a free quote, 256-245-7778, and get the right price on tires.
Ladies and gentlemen, Kia of Auburn. Kia of Auburn on South College. New Kias at 0% APR financing and no payments for 90 days.
Kia of Auburn. Kia of Auburn. Kia of Auburn.com.
This is Coach Pat Dye. At Kia of Auburn, you are always number one.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Just a couple more segments in today's show. Looking back at Coach Malzahn's press conference yesterday, the threat of rain on Saturday in Baton Rouge. It might be wet at Tiger Stadium. No, I think you've got to – it just depends. That's how it started, the Gus Malzahn anyway. So I don't even know what that is. I don't even know what that's supposed to be. But so if it's a torrential downpour, you got to have a plan. But if it's just raining, you practice in the rain. You've got to keep the footballs dry. It doesn't change a whole lot. Now, wind, that's when you really get concerned. Wind is the biggest factor that can change a game, in my opinion. You separate the torrential downpour, you have a plan, and you have a wind plan. But if it's just raining, you just keep your football dry in there, and you do what you do.
That simple?
That's just that simple. You think a rain affects a game? I mean, favors one team or another? We say this a lot of times.
We do this all the time. No, everybody's got to play in it. We've seen, this past weekend, thank goodness we didn't play over in the eastern part.
Yeah.
I mean, it was horrific. We had a little bit of worry of rain, but that went away up there in Arkansas. And the Georgia game, I mean, nobody could do anything at all. Is Georgia what is wrong? Man,
well, I mean, like I say, it wasn't daily.
It was. I'm talking about.
They
just
should have
couldn't done anything.
They should have done better.
And then South Carolina and Florida was a mess. I mean, there was a lot of nasty weather.
But I mean, look, if you got a passing team, and I mean, you got enough rain that it kind of equalizes and makes both teams run the ball. I mean, I don't think that hurts Auburn.
No, it doesn't hurt Auburn.
I would say so. I'm not hoping for rain. I'd rather it be dry.
Joe Burrow definitely, I think it would probably affect LSU more because of the passing game.
Yeah.
I mean, if you had to lean one way or the other. I mean, both teams got to adapt, but they like to throw it around a lot more than we do. I didn't think I'd ever say that about LSU versus Auburn, but we're in a different day and age. Justin said Auburn has let LSU off the hook in their last two meetings. That's right. In 18, led 21-10 with 10:38 to go in the third quarter. In 2017, it was even worse. We led 23-7 with 2:16 to go in the third. We have not played well in the fourth quarter.
Correct on all counts.
That's right.
Steven says he thinks the rain favors Auburn. I mean, if it's a rain,
well, they
enough
kept
to
Kentucky in the
make a
game
difference
against Georgia, obviously.
Yeah.
Because Georgia and Jake Fromm couldn't do anything in the passing game, so they shut that totally down and became one-dimensional. And it helped Kentucky because they stacked the box and it is what it is. So Kentucky went all the way to about 4 minutes to go in the fourth quarter before they completed their first pass.
Yeah.
So teams that like to throw it, obviously a downpour, a driving rain hurts them.
Yeah. Joe Burrow doesn't throw a lot of interceptions. Auburn doesn't have a lot of interceptions. So that could be a problem. But he said, what is it about Baton Rouge that makes Auburn lose? What is it about Baton Rouge? I guess we haven't found a way to finish. When you say that, of course, I get asked that just about every time. But 2 years ago, we had an opportunity, and we didn't finish the game. If we get that opportunity again, we got to do a better job of finishing. That's probably the best way to answer that. Follow-up question, that game 2 years ago, do you blame yourself a lot for the way that Auburn lost? Gus said a lot. A whole lot. In fact, all losses, you look at yourself first. Like I said, if we get in that situation, I've got to do a better job, too. He blames himself, Brett.
Well, he should.
And
Because
he
that
should.
game was lost because of what he decided to do in that game. I mean, we were beating them so bad, man. I thought it was going to be a runaway. Thought it was going to be another 41-7 or something like that, and then just a total shutdown. Take your foot off the gas. Become conservative. Then you bust a special teams play like they did and kind of get some momentum right before half, and then they kind of carried that into the second half, and you saw what ended up happening.
Yeah, I mean, that game was very frustrating. Like you said, I mean, have we learned anything from that? That's what I want to know. Has Gus Malzahn learned his lesson as far as those kind of things are concerned about taking his foot off the gas? It seemed like we took our foot off the gas against A&M a little bit and let them back in the game, but I don't know. We'll see. There was an article, I don't know did you see it on Saturday Down South about 20 reasons why it's better to be an Auburn fan than a LSU fan. Did you see that?
I did not.
There were some interesting, I'll try to pull it up. There were some interesting reasons why it was better. It was better to be an Auburn fan. I'll give you a couple.
I can only.
You never had a coach that ate grass.
Les Miles.
Not bad. Your fans show up to day games.
True.
It's kind of quiet in Tiger Stadium on noon kicks. You actually have a rival. Does LSU really have a rival?
I don't think they do.
I mean, is Florida considered their rival?
No, because they don't play them every. Do they play?
They play them every year.
Are they on the East now? Are they on the East-West?
Yeah,
that's
I think
that's their constant.
That's their constant. Yeah.
I mean, I guess, but I mean, whatever.
The entire town shuts down for a football game in Auburn. It's not really true, but
not really.
I
don't like that.
You get to properly enjoy the greatest QB run of all time. Cam Newton in 2010.
Okay. We'll take it.
We'll take it. You get a very special, complicated love-hate relationship with your head coach.
True.
That is very true. You can actually recruit quarterbacks, not just take Big Ten leftovers.
Well, that's not. No,
I don't know if I agree with that either. That's a stretch for sure.
Yeah.
No other fan base will ever experience the thrill of November 2013 like Auburn.
That's true.
That is true. Ed Orgeron doesn't have moves like Gus Malzahn in the "You Can't Touch This" video.
But he does. He does have a Homer commercial to his credit.
Your fan base doesn't need 10 hours of drinking and tailgating to be live.
That's not a pretty way to say that.
We'll run down the rest of these when we come back right after this.
Mortgage Pro is the new standard for mortgage loans. While other banks are taking 45 to 60 days to close a loan, Mortgage Pro is making it happen in less than 15 days. Your mortgage loan goes from start to finish in less than 15 days. Mortgage Pro is able to make this happen by having the most advanced technology and a highly trained staff with over 98 years combined experience. If you're looking to buy a home or refinance your current mortgage, call Mortgage Pro and let our team go to work for you.
So, you may not know it, but you've seen our work everywhere. For a combined 50 years, SignSource has been Central Alabama's premier option for all your sign needs. Custom signs for your business, club, or organization. Wraps and decals for your vehicle or boat. Full-color banners for your big sale, or a photo collage on canvas for grandma. All with fast, friendly, prompt service. Check out our website at signsourcenow.com. 888-533-6758. Go straight to the source. SignSource.
WOTM, your TV home for high school sports in Alabama. This Thursday on WOTM, catch the AHSAA High School Football Game of the Week presented by Ox Foundations. This week's matchup will feature the Briarwood Lions versus the Fairfield Tigers. Stay with WOTM through the postseason for live games all 4 weeks of the playoffs. WOTM, the home of the AHSAA Super 7 live from Jordan Hare.
I am Lisa McClendon from Country Financial, and I have spent years in our community helping people protect their homes, cars, and lives. I am proud to be a member of the 2018 National Championship Team and a National Advisory Council member for Country Financial. Complete financial security does not end with just insurance. I am also here to help you plan for your financial future.
Together, we can help you set up a step-by-step plan to reach financial security. Let's talk soon.
Cater your tailgate and game day parties with Chicken Salad Chick. All the Chick favorites like Buffalo Barkley, Kickin' Kaylin, and Sassy Scotty make the perfect dips and sandwich platters. Chicken Salad Chick is always a great choice when planning for a crowd. Our grab-and-go quick chicks make it easy. And now for a limited time, Rockin' Rita is back. Made with Wickles spicy red relish, this flavor has a kick of spice. Chicken Salad Chick and fall football, the perfect matchup.
LMG Advertising Agency offers a comprehensive marketing solution tailored to each of our clients' needs. We are a full-service marketing firm offering website design and development, video production, social media marketing, search engine optimization, and overall branding that includes logo design, brochures, mailouts, and more. Our experienced team of marketing professionals would love to come up with a marketing strategy that will deliver results for you and your business. Learn more at lmgadagency.com or call today to start at 256-825-0197.
Find everything you need for the perfect outdoor living space at Russell Do-It Center, like the Fire Rock Outdoor Conventional Fireplace, smartly designed masonry systems that are easy to install and are less than half the cost of a scratch-built brick and mortar fireplace. Weber Grills, the best outdoor gas, electric, and charcoal grills, which always come pre-assembled. Yeti Coolers, premium coolers and accessories that are the ultimate in design, performance, and durability. Russell Do-It Center, experience and knowledge from the pros.
Welcome back, everyone, to the final segment of the Auburn Blitz on this Wednesday. Andy and Brett taking you up to 1 o'clock, looking at 20 reasons why it's better to be an Auburn fan than an LSU fan, at least according to Saturday Down South. You didn't have to suffer through 10 years of a horrible offense before getting a good one.
Okay.
Your coach didn't leave you for the Miami Dolphins. That is true.
Yeah. Which he regrets, by the way.
Yeah. You get to have 2 animal mascots instead of just one. You don't have to be...
Peter just doubly upset with Auburn.
This is actually a pretty good one. You don't have to be blackout drunk to understand what your coach is saying.
Cue the
You never tried.
They just told him the best ones where he's telling hey guys, hold on a minute.
Hey!
They're trying to do the purple over here.
Well, do it.
And then he had to go back and do it again. I thought, man, do those guys not realize they're playing with, the worst fire that you can play with?
You never tried and failed to hire Jimbo Fisher.
Hey, be glad you didn't.
You know what it's like to beat Alabama within the past 8 years.
Yeah.
Your basketball coach isn't the target of an FBI investigation anymore.
I was about to say, yeah.
Your head coach is always adequately dressed for a mild, chilly day. Nice sweater vest.
Yeah.
No LSU player will ever be as good as Bo Jackson.
That's true.
It's never going to happen. At least neither you or LSU have LED lights in the stadium.
How long before we get the LED lights?
I don't know. It's like I told
it's a trend. Everybody's going to end up doing it.
We're going to start calling Bryant Denny the discotheque.
Golly,
that's what it's like from the 70s.
It was like
Saturday Night Fever.
It is. You really think Nick Saban likes that? He's probably going, man, this is some of the. But we'll do it for the recruit.
If he gets him one recruit,
he'll do it. Install them.
Happy birthday today to John Heisman. Born on this day, 1869. He was a coach at Auburn.
Hey, they could have been another 20 reasons to why John Heisman never coached at LSU, coached at Auburn.
This is true. Chi Rodriguez, former golfing great.
Yeah.
You know, you don't see him a lot anymore because I think he's about 100 now. 1935, he was born. I mean, man, he's getting on up there. Edson Arantes do Nascimento, born on this day, otherwise known as Pelé.
How about that? No wonder he went to Pelé.
1940, he was
Is it
born.
Pelé or Pele?
I think it's Pelé. The
Pelé?
accent's on the last E.
Pelé.
Pelé, yeah.
Pelé.
Doug Flutie, Little Mighty Mouse,
How about
born on
that?
this day, 1962. So happy birthday to all those sports figures of the past.
There you go.
Here's one for you. Johnny Carson, born on this day. Is he the greatest TV show host of all time?
Late night.
You like him better than Jay Leno or David Letterman? Or you like any of these new guys?
Well, I grew up watching Johnny Carson.
Yeah.
I went and saw David Letterman in person.
I remember you telling me.
Sat in the front row.
You're in the front row.
Front
really?
row, yeah. Just all luck. I mean, it's just how you drew out your number.
Right.
I drew out number 3.
You remember who were the guests?
I do. P. Diddy and the girl off of Swim Fan, Erica. Can't think of her last name.
Swim Fan. I don't remember that one.
Yeah, it was about. She was enamored with this
Yeah,
guy.
okay.
Whatever, stalked
Yeah.
him. She was good. Yeah.
Pretty attractive.
Oh yeah.
That's hard to believe.
I can't believe that
Yeah.
David Letterman have anybody on there, but he had it was fun. You know, he interacted with the crowd during the commercial breaks and stuff. And I was back right in the height of the steroid stuff going on with baseball, and you know they how they stage certain things. You know, well, let's cut in live to the federal trial and it had you know, all the baseball players right there, and it says, let's cut over to Mark McGuire, and it was him turning in, it was Lou Ferrigno turning Incredible Hulk, and he takes the jury, it's old Incredible Hulk, and he takes the bench where the jury's sitting and takes it, throws it across the courtroom. Said, and David Letterman was like, not going too well for the players. So,
well.
But it was cool, yeah, to be able to do that. So yeah, Johnny Carson.
Johnny Carson's
yeah,
the
come on.
best. Yeah. Born on this day, 1925, died in 2005. 80 years old, Johnny made it.
Yeah.
Weird Al Yankovic, born on this day.
Where's he?
1959.
What's he doing now?
Who knows?
After he ate it.
I mean, eat it. Yeah.
I mean, after he ate it, it's over.
UHF is actually a very funny movie, by the way. Very funny.
Man,
movie.
I'm telling you.
If you ever want to watch something that you know, kind of.
What was it? Smells Like Teen? I mean, what did he knocked off Teen Spirit?
Yeah, he had a lot.
Yeah, some of the dumbest.
And Dwight Yoakam, born on this day, 1956. I mean, I bought
1,000 Miles from
1,000
Nowhere.
Miles from Nowhere. One of my favorites, Two Doors Down. 2 Doors Down. That's a good one. Home for Sale. That's not. I mean, you know, he's got quite a few good ones.
Yeah, he does. There's a lot of good. Dwight Yoakam's good. He's a good one.
He's different. I mean, he's got his own style. Married to Sharon Stone as well.
Still married?
No. They divorced quickly thereafter. But he was. I mean, at the time though, I mean, this was like around the time of. What was the one with her and Michael Douglas?
Oh, you don't.
Man, why did that
you do it every
jump
time.
out of my head?
You like yeah, it did, didn't it?
But she
needless
to say, Basic Instinct. Needless to say, she was pretty hot at the time.
Yeah, she was.
But anyway,
I don't think you're going out on a limb with that one.
No, probably not. She could have been on David Letterman that night.
Does she?
But anyway, so there's your birthdays on this day, October the 23rd. Halloween upcoming though.
Next Thursday.
Looking forward to it.
I mean, always.
You like Halloween?
Yeah,
you don't care.
I do like Halloween.
Okay.
Don't you?
I do.
You like scary movies?
I do very much.
I do too.
Fear Fest going on right now on AMC.
Yeah. Good
watched
stuff.
Halloween the other night.
I have watched Halloween so many times in my life. It just, have you ever watched the behind the scenes on Halloween?
Yes.
it was filmed in the middle of the summer, and it
Yeah.
had fake leaves, and it kind of ruined it for me.
They
I
brought
wish I
their
had- I
own
wish they had-
leaves.
It was the
And it was
most
filmed in
low budget,
California.
most low budget movie too. They filmed everything in like 2 rooms. I'm like, man, I wish I hadn't seen this. It ruined it.
But I mean,
how they pulled it off.
Yeah, and I think that added to it. That's going to wrap it up for us today, but we're back on the air tomorrow. Same time, same channel. For Brett Pritchard, I'm Andy Graham. So long for everybody. We'll talk to you.